Hey guys, my name is Sumaya. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about life after you're 12. I spoke at this event a few years ago, and one of a year 12 student at the time, she asked me, how did you know what you wanted to do after year 12? And that's something that, okay, I didn't know what I wanted to do at all. But many students coming out of high school expect to know what they want to do. And that's what's expected of them. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go study? Which uni do you want to study in? What do you want to study? And they feel as though, I mean, I know I felt as though I can't change it, that if I pick something, I have to pick it, you know? And then I have to go all the way. I can't change my mind midway. And so I'm doing this video now. I have a cousin who's in year 12. She's gonna be in her exam time soon, and I wish her the best of luck. I know she's gonna kill it, but I see her I see her stress about it so much. And I think part of that stress might be, you know, to get the scores that she wants to get into the uni that she wants. And maybe in school it is expected that she knows what she's supposed to do. Maybe she has that, you know, expectation of herself. And I know I had that expectation on myself. As year 12 drew to a close, I felt as though I need to know what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna go to uni or TAFE, what I'm going to study. And then when I finish those studies, go on to a job in that field. But life isn't always like that, you know? I graduated from high school in 2008, and then after that, I felt I have no idea what I'm doing, but I needed to enroll in something because I would feel that if I took even a gap year, I felt as though, okay, well, I'm a failure, you know? And so I went to study interior design because I liked it. I liked design and I liked that sort of thing. So I studied interior design, and then I finished it, but halfway through, I didn't like it. I realized that it was we were just using paper, and we were using, you know, it wasn't digital basically. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something digital. And so when I finished that, I went into fine arts at Deakin, and I thought, okay, well, art, you know, drawing, painting, that sort of thing, that's so up my alley. But again, it wasn't digital. It was traditional drawing, traditional painting, and I was not good at either because my background was digital. I did a lot of digital drawings before that. So when I finished that, I went into one of the elective classes was a 3D animation class. And so I looked for a course online, not online, but I looked for a course. I looked for it online, but I wanted to see which uni did this. So I found the course in the uni and I enrolled. I gave what I needed to give in, and I got accepted. And I didn't even have the correct English score, because I was supposed to have an English score of 25. I had 21, but because of what I had and my drawings and my portfolio, they took me. And so when I was doing that, it was a 3-year course, a 3-year degree. The first year we focused on 2D drawings. Second year we did some 3D, 2D animation, then we did 3D in the second year. And then the third year, we were allowed to we did a bit of VFX, and we were allowed to choose the field that we wanted. So some people chose 2D, some people chose 3D, and I chose VFX, so mixing live footage with 3D elements. And so I did that, and I thought, okay, well, definitely this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do this, I'm gonna get a job. I'll probably have to move because it's not really an industry for that here, so I'll probably have to move to Canada or something. And at the beginning of the year, I had this planned, you know? And then as I was doing that, I learned about the industry, I researched it, I spoke to a few people, and I realized first of all, it's a very stressful industry. And I chose, at the end of the year, I knew that, I didn't know at what capacity, but I knew I wasn't gonna work for anyone. I was gonna work for myself. And so after all that, I mean, from year 12 to now, how many times did I change my mind? And so when I finished uni, I had no idea what I was gonna do after. And this is like the real world now. Like, I need a job, I need, you know, income, I need to be able to sustain myself. And I started doing freelance graphic design work because we did some graphic design in animation. And I did that for a while, and I took photos for my mum, who is a speaker. And then I somehow got into that field, and now we have a company and we're doing this full time, and this is our income, this is our job. And so I work with my mum, and this is basically now what I'm doing. And this is not something that I would ever thought that I would be doing. I always knew I'm gonna be in some kind of artistic field. I mean, this is storytelling and it's artistic in its way, but I always thought, you know, I'm gonna be in front of a computer working for a company that creates either animations or interior design or something like that. And so I even came back to my interior design while I was in uni. I did some 3D interior design, and you know, it was skills that I learned along the way that I'm implementing now. And now I have many different skills that I can promote and make income out of. I can do a design for someone. I can either, whether it's graphic design, web design, or interior design. I can do that. I can be called to speak. I can do drawings, merchandise, different kinds of merchandise to empower girls and women. And all these are avenues that I can collect income, but I'm also keeping the promise I made when I finished uni, that I was going to work for myself, that I was not going to work for anyone. And right now, I don't know where my life is headed. I'm just enjoying the moment, which is very hard for me because I'm always like, okay, well, what about the future? What do I do now, you know? I need everything to be exactly in a certain way. And I didn't know about this journey when I was finishing year 12. I was very confused. I was scared. I wanted one thing. At that point, when I was in, there was also a time when I was studying interior design, I was very into Japanese animation, and I was convinced I'm going to go to Japan and work there and make anime, you know? I was super convinced. And you change your mind so often, and it's okay to change your mind so often because nothing is ever certain in life. The only certainty is you're gonna die. That's it. But everything else, you need to take risks. You need to, which I'm not good at, and I'm trying now, but it's hard. And there are a lot, I mean, just in the 3-year span of uni, the first year, I was like, you know what, I'm going to, I was also then thinking about going to Japan. I'm gonna do some, you know, Japanese animation. Second year, I'm gonna work for Pixar, you know, doing 3D animation. I'm gonna create amazing 3D animations at Pixar. third year, I'm gonna work for like Marvel Studios, making, you know, all the studios that create these amazing Marvel movies and, you know, the 3D and everything. I changed my mind so often just in those 3 years. Every year when they were teaching us something different, I was like, this is gonna be my career. This is what I'm gonna be doing. And that's life, you know? You change your mind so often. There's nothing wrong with it. And so when you're doing your exams, do your best, but don't stress out about how things are gonna be. You don't need to know what you're going to do now. It's okay to change your mind 1,000 times. Just be true to yourself, do what you enjoy, and it won't matter. If you need a gap year, take that gap year. You're not a failure for taking a gap year. I felt as though I was a failure for taking a gap year. I burnt myself out because all I did was study. And going from course to course, all I did was study. I refused to take a break. And by the time I finished uni, I was completely burnt out. I refused to even look at my computer for like 6 months. I refused to even do any kind of, I refused to do anything. And so I burnt myself out. And don't do that to yourself, you know? You're supposed to live life, you know, don't have any regrets. Do your exams, do the best you can. If you feel like, you know what, summer vacation is enough for me and then I want to go back into studying, instead of create a new routine when you do go back into studying. Because if you do take a gap year, it's going to be hard to come back. But if you can do it and you have that discipline, then go for it, do it. But if you feel like, no, I want to just get it all over with now and just do all my studying now, that's fine. Take a summer vacation, enroll in a course that you want. If you find a better one halfway through, enroll in that as well. Get out of this one, get into that one, you know? Don't hesitate, but don't rob yourself of the opportunity of doing something you love. Don't stress out about exams right now. Just study, do your best, and then enjoy your vacation. I never did that. I would be worried the entire time. I didn't even spend, my summer vacation was spent worrying until I got my results. When I found out, you know what, yeah, your results are fine. Then it was, okay, I applied to this place. Did I get in? I'd have to wait for that. I spent the rest of my time worrying until I got that acceptance. And that's just how I spent my vacation. And if I could go back now, I would definitely not spend it that way. I would be enjoying it to the fullest. But yeah, just good luck with your exams. Do the best you can. If you know what you want to do, amazing. If you change your mind halfway, also cool. Like, just do it, you know? And don't be afraid of changing your mind or leaving a course halfway through, because I felt like, you know, oh, I left halfway through, I'm a failure. That's not it. You just found something better suited to you. And so do that. And then you'll figure things out. Like, trust me, life after year 12 is like, it's basically, you're starting to live now. Like, you're born now, you know? So good luck, do your best, and just have fun, basically. Anyway, have fun, good luck, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.